Imagine a time when fashion rules were so strict, violating them could get you seriously hurt. We're talking more than just a fashion faux pas, we're talking full-blown riots. In 1922, New York City exploded. Not over politics, not over crime, but over hats. Specifically, straw hats. This is the unbelievable story of the Straw Hat Riot, when fashion became a battlefield. The year is 1922. The Roaring Twenties are in full swing. New York City is a bustling metropolis, and in this era, hats weren't just accessories. They were essential, especially for men. There were strict rules. Felt hats for winter, straw hats for summer. And here is the crucial part. There was a very specific date when you retired your straw hat, September 15th. Straw Hat Day, or rather, Straw Hat Retirement Day. It was an unwritten rule, a tradition. On this day, you were expected to put away your straw boater or Panama and switch to a felt hat. To wear straw after September 15th was a social transgression. A fashion crime most men complied, but some, the rebels, dared to defy. For years, it was a mostly polite enforcement, maybe a sneer, a pointed comment. But in 1922, something snapped. It started with a few rowdy teenagers and dock workers. They took it upon themselves to enforce the unwritten law. If they saw a man wearing a straw hat after the 15th, they'd knock it off and then stomp on it. What began as a few isolated incidents quickly escalated. These hat gangs grew bolder. They roamed the streets, targeting anyone caught wearing forbidden headwear. The first few days were chaotic, then it turned violent. On September 17th, the full-blown riot erupted. Fights broke out across the city. Newsboys, dock workers, even grown men joined the fray. Anyone seen with a straw hat after the deadline became a target. They were chased, tackled, and publicly stripped of their headwear. Some men even had their hats ripped right off their heads while they were wearing them. The police were overwhelmed. They tried to restore order, making dozens of arrests. Some of the hat rioters even turned their anger on the officers, smashing their hats. It wasn't just about fashion anymore, it was about mob mentality, a bizarre rebellion against perceived authority and social norms. The city was in an uproar. The Straw Hat Riot raged for days before finally subsided. It became a national news story, a bizarre footnote in American history. Well, the tradition of Straw Hat Day largely faded after this extreme display. It remains a hilarious, yet insightful, look into human behavior. A reminder that sometimes the silliest rules can lead to the wildest chaos. What other absurd historical events should we uncover? Let us know in the comments below. And if you were amused by this fashionable uprising, make sure to like, share, and subscribe for more obscure and captivating history.